Shalom, hi everyone, and welcome to our podcast.
We are Juan and Isabella, your hosts.
And today we have a so interesting topic.
Yeah, we have a very interesting topic. I'm really excited to talk about this.
Yes, Isabella, what is this topic?
So the topic is the evolution of the idioms.
The idioms. I love the idioms. You know, the idioms as for me are the so important thing in the world. Yes.
Yes, it's so important. And I have this question. Do you know which are the most ancient languages?
Yes, I not one to three languages about that. The first is the Tamil. The Tamil is an Indian idiom, and this idiom no is the first, but for me is the first because I know that is the idiom, the only idiom that nowadays the people continue talking. Yes, and it's so interesting that because um, some languages that uh, before that the people talk nowadays the languages don't talk. Yes, because are deeply languages. Yes.
Yes.
But this language is so interesting because have this. You have a language, an idiom.
So I have this one, which is called Sumerian. It's the most oldest languages in the world.
Yes, yes, I know about the Sumerian.
So it was discovered in Mesopotamia in 1300 BC,
Yes,
and
yes,
it's considered the oldest languages in the history.
yes. I know a thing of the Sumerian that for me is so interesting. This is that it's the idiom have the cuneiform writing. You know about that? It's like in a marble, in a cement,
Yeah.
yes, rock, and in this they write, and it's so interesting this, yes, because nowadays for this is the most oldest idiom that we know, yes, but you know that before that the humans need to communicate, yes, and I think what way they communicate, you know, maybe for noises like blah, 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 or what do you think about
Yes,
that?
I think they were communicating something like mimics or drawing or
Yes,
symbols
like that, yes.
yeah.
But it's so interesting that nowadays or in this time they start to talk. In what time? What happened in their minds that they say no? I want to talk.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's very interesting because otherwise there's like other regions, they have their own dialect and their own like words, like here in Colombia.
Yes, it's so interesting. And in this time, I think that the Sumerian have maybe another's dialects. For example, I know a baby of the Sumerian, the Akkadian. You know about this idiom?
No, I don't know. Could
Well,
you tell me more about
okay.
this?
For me, I think that is a baby of the Sumerian, yes,
Okay.
but have two types, the Babylonian and the Axarian, yes, and these languages is more used for administration, diplomacy, like
Yeah.
that, yes, but is most important than the Sumerian and have more expensive in the world in this time because the Sumerian you told me before that the Sumerian is an idiom that don't leave Mesopotamia, yes,
Yeah.
and you know that you have another language that you can control.
I have Sanskrit. It's
Sanskrit.
an idiom which come from the northwest part of India
Yes.
and Indian subcontinent in Asia.
Yes. And you have anything about that?
Well, no.
No. Okay. Uh, mm, you have a favorite idiom of the whole age?
No, I don't. I like Chinese. The
Chinese. Yes. For me, is the Egyptian. It's
It's
so
so
interesting because I love the Egyptian history. For me, it's the most interesting history of the world. Yeah, because the pyramids, the hieroglyphics are so interesting, and the way that I don't know how they built a pyramids. Yes.
That's so weird. I mean, how?
Yes, I think that, and it's so interesting because How are humans do that? Yes?
And they're so big, like this is weird.
Yes.
And where do you? I mean, there's a lot of theories from the origin of the languages, you know.
Yes.
And do you have any? Because I have one.
Yes, you have one. But before that, I want to talk, to finish this item,
Okay,
the topic.
yeah. We get off topic.
Debris. You know about debris?
Oh no.
It's the idiom of the Bible, of the whole Testament.
Okay.
Yes, and it's so interesting because nowadays many people talk Hebrew. Yes, but it's another type of Hebrew. Yes, because have new vocabulary, new dialects, new things like that. Yes, grammatic, this kind of things. Yes. Okay, what is your theory? Tell me, please.
So I have this theory. Oh well, it's the theory of the Bible. You know,
Bible,
the
okay.
history of the
Tell me.
Babel Tower.
Babel Tower?
Yeah.
Yes, I listen about that, but tell me, please.
So the Bible says that the languages come from became confused in the land of Shinar, later known as Babylon.
Oh yes. I know where I listen that in the Bible in Genesis 11, chapter 1 to 9. Yes? Isn't this?
Yes.
Okay, yes, I know it about that. Yes, because it's so interesting that way that the human take after this. Yes, because everyone talk the same languages. Yes, and it's so interesting because maybe the furious of God is so big, you know, because he don't like that. He didn't like that. Yes, he didn't like that they built a so big structure, and for this structure they can reach the skin. Yes, it's so interesting that you have another theory about that.
Another theory is that some investigators believe that every language comes from like a mother tongue, you know?
Yes, I know.
So they were, according to them, was like spoken by humans almost 1,100 years ago.
Yes, it's so interesting. I think that the language's evolution is like the theory of the evolution of Darwin. Yes, you know,
Yes.
because maybe it's like start to know it's like blah 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 blah, and then it start to know that they can't talk and communicate by words, and it's so interesting.
know.
Okay, continue with that topics. I want to ask you. I think so much. Yes, is how did human migration influence the evolution of the languages? Yes, because you know that the migration is a so important thing in the evolution of the languages. But for you, why?
Okay, so this like question have a lot of subject, like
Yes,
a lot.
I know.
And I have one is language contact. You know, when a lot of a group of different language speakers they meet, they have an exchange of words, grammar, structures, pronunciation. So there's like exchange of languages, you know.
Yes, that is so interesting. Like the immigration. Yes, it's the immigration. Yeah, when you arrive to a new city, to a new country, and you don't know what talk this idiom. Yes, and it's so interesting because it's that people for me that talk very well English is the people who live in a city or in a country that their first languages, the mother languages, is the English. Yes, because they are in an ambient and have the English in all of time. Yes, and that is so good because I like that and I want to be this kind of person. Yes, because not only in United States, in another part of the world. Yes, like England would have another accent, in Canada, this kind of thing. You have another topic about that, another item?
Well, I have grammatical change. So interactions with a speaker of the same language, they exchange grammar, structure, new words. For example, here in Colombia we have different words from other regions,
Yes,
like.
that is so funny. Yes, you know. What is your favorite accent of Colombia?
My favorite accent is the costeño.
Yes, you like the
And
costeño. Why?
yours? I don't know. I think they're like funny. Their accent is funny. It makes me laugh. And
Yeah.
what's yours?
Are so funny. Yeah, my favorite I think is the pastuso because they have a so funny accent. I love the pastuso accent. When they talk, I start to laugh, and I think no, I am so bad, but no, I can do it. Yes, and I can pay that.
And they have a lot of weird like words.
Yes, are
Weird words
so
for
funny.
us, for us,
Yes,
but
yes,
for
yes, for
they.
us. But I think that they when they talk with them, they think no, they have this person of Villavicencio have a terrible accent or maybe a funny words or weird words. Yes,
Yes, yes, yes.
that
And
is
for
so
example,
funny.
someone from Bogota, they don't understand us.
Yes, I don't know why the Rolo say words like chinita.
That's
I hate that word. Yes, you know.
or maybe like the back, chuspa.
Chuspa. I think that is like more
But that is
I
not
listen.
from Bogota.
No, not
That's
from Bogota, from the Valle, like
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Yes, you know. For the grammatical, I want to say one thing. I think that the grammatical things change in a country or maybe in a city because if you know, in Colombia, for example, the distance from one city to another city is so big, yes? And for this, I think maybe that people start to talk to another way and take another way to talk. And that is so interesting because they show our difference, yes? And I love that because all are different, yes? You are different to me, I am different to you. And that is so good, yes? And it's so good be different. Don't think that if you be different, you are a bad person or you are a weird person because not, yes? You need to be you and you need to be a good person on your way. Yes?
So I think maybe the social media also influence the evolution of the idioms.
Yes, obviously.
We have such a lot of words. Maybe other generations don't understand like us.
Yes, like the minimalist of the gringos
Ah,
of the
yeah.
Americans is so funny when they
Typing?
write.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, it's so funny like the I don't know
Constructions, like
constructions.
yeah.
Yes, like I don't know. You know.
I know a few like
Yes.
IDK. I don't know.
Yes.
IDC. I don't care.
Yes, are so funny, and I think for us it's a big problem. Yes, because sometimes I don't understand what they can say.
I It's so weird, but also like words because I sometimes I'm speaking with my mom and I said like something and she don't understand me.
Yes, because I think maybe when you start to talk English, you start to match the words. Yes, you know, and you say like, look at
Skincare or skincare. It's not like
yes.
coming free.
That for me is so cool. Yes, because when you start to do this kind of thing, you feel like you are like a native. Yes, and I think talk perfect on languages is so difficult. Yes, anyone can talk perfectly English or Spanish, but they want to start to talk fluently. Yes, the same thing that I think. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, continue.
So we get off topic.
Okay.
So I have other question,
Yeah,
which
tell me.
is how did languages progress to become what we know today? This is interesting,
Yes,
because
I
I
know.
think the social media also have like influence here, because like I was saying, for example, when you're talking to other person, like an older person, they don't understand such a lot of words that you said.
Yes, it's so funny. But I think before that, much before that, when the people start to talk, that I say in the first time, yes, that the noises are so funny that in these times are maybe a discover because they never listened this kind of things, yeah, and it started like this. First the noises, later the words, later the writing, later the many things, yes, that the people need to start to talk, and that is so important because if maybe they never discovered the writing, they don't have any idea that these idioms that we talk now are exist. Yes.
Yes, and we also have like many languages are come from mother language, or for example, Spanish, French, Italian, and Portuguese come from the belong to a Roman family, which come from the Latin.
Yes, 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 yes. Because are a babies, like a children of the Latins, and that is so cool. Because if nowadays we want to know this kind of idioms, we can to do it. Yes, because it's more easier because they have many words like that. Yes, maybe like I think that the Spanish speakers do, like take another word from the maybe Arabian English and change it this word and use this word. Yes,
Yes, yes,
it's
yes.
so
And for
interesting.
example, English has a lot of French words, and I
Yes,
didn't know that.
yes, and for why that happened, for the colonies, because if the colonies are the biggest changes of cultures in all of the story of the world for me. Yes, for me, because when the Spanish when the when the Spanish come to come to American, they start to say, if you don't talk this idiom, maybe I can die, I can kill you, and that is so
And
terrible,
they were speaking native languages, and
Yes, and
they have to change all their language, idiom, their grammar, o sea, everything.
yes, I think for me that is terrible because in Colombia, maybe in Colombia, not only in Colombia, in America, we have some native languages, yes, and are so beautiful,
I
like
think
the Quechua, these kind of things. And for me, that is terrible that they do that. Did that.
it's so sad because of their colonization, we lost all these native languages.
Yeah, or culture, because no, and that is terrible, and they do everything that they want, and that is terrible because they don't only
Like our essence, we lost it.
they don't only stole or languages or culture, they lost all of we.
History.
Yes, because for me that culture is that you are, yes, and they stole that, and for me that is terrible.
It's
Yes.
so sad.
But well, they need to continue with the idioms, yes? Okay.
So we also have cultural influence and contact. Migrations, commerce,
Yes.
and the colonization also.
Yes. The things that we say before that. Yes.
This make the world exchange like grammar, words, structure.
Yes. Yes, I think that. And for example, the vocabulary change it. Yes, I forget to tell you. When they talk about the whole idioms, I need to talk to you because in this time we have the all Chinese and maybe another thing like all every. Yes, these idioms change and evolution, and nowadays are the idioms that we know. Yes, and it's so interesting because it's for the migrations, for the problems, for maybe the wars that the countries passed, and nowadays they have this this beautiful idiom, this beautiful dialect. Yes.
Yeah, so this takes me to the other question.
Okay.
Okay, which languages are the most widely spoken in the world?
Okay.
I have a few.
I
So, would you like to start?
I don't know because I have few too. Okay, I can start.
Okay.
Okay, I start. Okay, the first is the English. If you know the idiom that we talk now. Okay, the English have 1.5 billion of speakers in
Yeah,
total.
including native and non-native.
Yes, that is so interesting. Yeah. Because if Before the English, the most important languages in the world was the Latin. Yes, the Latin. And nowadays we don't use the Latin. Yes, you know Latin?
No, I don't know
No.
anything about that.
In your life, you read a book with Latin? No, I think no. Me too. Okay, well, continue with the second language.
Okay, in English we can find it in countries such as United States, Canada,
Okay.
England, Australia, New Zealand, and many African and Caribbean nations.
Yes. Okay, continue with the second languages.
So we have also Mandarin Chinese.
Okay.
Approximately 1.1 billion native speakers, mainly spoken in China, Taiwan, and Singapore.
Okay, that is so interesting. I like that the Mandarin. Yes, but
Yes.
for me are so difficult.
It's so difficult, but the sound is.
Yeah, the
it's
vocabulary.
beautiful. The letters.
Oh my god, that's so difficult. But well, we start to talk English. Okay, I continue. The third is the Hindi.
Okay.
6,600 million of speakers. These languages is talked in Indian, Nepal, and several communities of Indian. Yes,
Yes.
I don't know why Indian is so big, but have the third place. Yes.
Yes.
So
And
where?
I think because they have like other languages, native
Yes.
languages, or for example, they also speak English, like some part of the country. Not all.
I
the
think that I
country.
can guess that is for their history. Yes, because if you know, Indian are a very poor community,
Yes.
a very poor country. No country because part of Indian are so rich, but others are so poor. And for me, maybe that is, I think for that because I think in Indian have the most native communities, and for this I think that is the slow the few number, but they so big, but a few number, and these communities have his own languages. Yes, and for this I think maybe have this number, but I don't know. Well, we can continue
Okay,
with another language.
also I want to say that this language we can find it in immigrations in countries such as United States and United Kingdom.
Okay, and these languages.
Yeah, we go with Spanish.
Spanish,
Our
or
languages.
language or native language. Okay, you like the Spanish?
Yes, I like it.
You thought that?
And also because it's one of the most difficult languages.
Yes, you know, because I listen so much Americans try to talk Spanish, and that's so
They're so
funny. I don't know if they listen us like that, but if it's like that, I feel so scared because they are terrible. Sorry, but they are terrible. I think that, and anyone can change my opinion. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, tell me.
Okay, Spanish. It's about 580 million speakers worldwide.
Oh my god. Oh, so much.
Everyone are,
American?
no.
Around?
Around the world.
Yes, okay. I have another. Can I tell you?
It's
Oh.
spoken in Spain, Latin America, in communities of United States, Europe.
Yes, I believe the immigrants.
Yeah, that's a lot of Spanish speakers in
Yes,
United
in
States.
the United States. That is so interesting because
Yeah, you know the
maybe-
immigration.
Yes, the immigration, like the good way or the illegal way. That is another way, another topic that
yeah.
we don't talk in this podcast. Okay, the last languages is the Arabic.
Okay, I have a few more. You can continue.
Okay, thanks. The Arabic, about 4,020 million of speakers.
That's
So much. This language is spoken in countries in the Middle of East and North Africa. Yes, the Arabic, and maybe in Dubai.
oh, Egypt.
Yes, I like these countries. I want to know it.
Yes, it's interesting because they have a lot of history.
Yes.
And Okay, the other languages is
Okay.
French.
The
It's
last
about
languages, because we
the
need to
last.
continue.
Okay, the last one.
Okay.
Oh, we have. I have other.
The
Otherwise, well, French about 3,000, 300 million million speakers, including those native and non-native. Okay.
Okay.
So in French, Belgium, Switzerland, Canada, especially in Quebec, and African nations also, Democratic Republic of Congo,
Yes, in the Congo they talk French.
Ivory Coast, and Senegal.
Yes, I love these languages. For me, it's the love languages. You
Yes,
know?
and the Italian.
Yeah, the Italian too. I love the French and the Italian for me are so lovely languages. Yes, I want to talk this idiom, but I listen that it's so difficult to talk French because
Oh yeah.
they have
Like phonetic
phonetic, so
Yeah.
difficult phonetic.
and like vocals that we don't have.
Yes.
And
Okay.
Portuguese, about 260 million speakers spoken in Brazil, Portugal, and some African nations like Angola and Mozambique.
Yes. You know, I think that it is a idiom like the Spanish because we have many words that is so not different are similar. Yes.
Yeah, we also in Italian and
Yes.
French.
And the Brazilian, I love these languages. The Portuguese. The
Portuguese.
Portuguese are so cool.
But I think that's the most like easy language for us
Yes.
to learn.
Yes, I think the same thing that you think because
They come from Latin.
yes, I think that is for this. I don't know why, but that is so interesting. Okay, we need to continue with the same topic. Okay.
So the last question.
Okay. Say, how have languages influenced the world? What do you think about that?
So I think the languages make like also communicate, yeah, but like it changed culture,
Yes, you
like
know, I think
when you learned a language like English, you learn culture too from the
Yes.
country like United States, England, or maybe France. You like you know about the country there.
yes, when you know about the idiom, you know about the culture of this idiom, of the country. You know, in the world, in total, we have 7,000 languages in total. It's so many languages. No counting the native languages, the Indian languages. No, only the official languages.
Okay.
Yes. And for me, the influence are so big because this is the way that they can communicate more easier than maybe for writing or by noise. Yes, you think, or symbols like that. And it's so interesting that because for me the idioms are a so beautiful thing, and I think that if you know, you can open many doors in your world. Yes, and the influence are so big. I told you.
You know what I think it's funny? Like when you go to other country and you don't speak their language, you can communicate like by, like when you go, for example, to United States and you want a hamburger, you don't know how to say it.
Yes, something. I listen that in Europe the heroes like that. If you go maybe to Paris or Rome, if better than you speak in Spanish.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Why?
Like
Why
they
they
don't
do
like
that?
Americans. It's Americans because like
Maybe they don't like the Americans. I think they have a big hate.
well, the Americans are weird.
Yes, and sometimes they are Acadians, like Acadians, you know.
I can understand why they hate them. Okay,
Yes, because maybe
they're
they are-
annoying.
Yes, and sometimes they're a terrible person. But anyway, we can continue. This is not a hate of the Americans.
So, and how the languages influence you?
Okay, I think the languages the influence of the languages for me in myself are so big. Yes, because I love the English. I love the Spanish. Not only the English, I love the Spanish because it's my mother languages. But the English open more doors than the Spanish do.
Yeah, opportunities.
Yes, opportunities. Because if you know, nowadays you not only need a career, you need another other languages. Not only English.
Yeah,
You need to know many
I-
languages,
I heard
like
that
2, 3 languages.
I heard that Chinese is also a very good language to learn, like for
Yes.
work.
Yes, yes, at least the same thing that you list. And not only this, I think that this make a discipline in me because if you start to study languages, you need to have discipline. Not only is if you like these languages, you can start to know it. No, you need to study these languages, the grammatical about these languages, the vocabulary about these languages, it's phonetical about these languages, and that is not easy. That not easy, yes, because many people think that if we can talk, we have, I have, I am 16 years old and you are
15.
years old. Yes, many people think that if we know English and we can talk English fluently because in this time we are terrible in English.
Yeah.
Yes. Many people think that this easy, but now I know that you do a so big efforts to know English, and I do. Yes, I do.
Yeah, also maybe like the grammar disappointed people because, for example, English grammar is very difficult
Yes.
sometimes.
No, I think for me, I confess. I think for me the most difficult thing are the phonetic. Not only the phonetic, also the I forget the name, but it's a verbs that is
Okay.
a match of two verbs, and the combination are
Like
another
phrasal
word.
verbs?
Phrasal verbs.
That's
Oh my god.
hard. Oh,
It's so
hate those.
hard.
They're so
what is
stressful.
your
For me right now, a little bit of grammar. For example, in class we are seeing the conditional if.
If,
I
yes.
think that's
two types?
difficult because like there's a combination of a lot of tenses. Simple tense,
Yes,
perfect.
that is difficult.
Yeah.
Yes, but well, we need to do an sports, and I hope that in many years we can start to know another languages. Yes,
Yeah.
I think maybe what languages you want to know?
I want to learn Italian. I
Italian.
think it's so beautiful. I don't know. There's something about Italian that I really like.
Yes.
And what about you?
I think maybe French or Italian. First French because I love the French. The French for me are a so beautiful idiom, and when I speak French, I
Yes.
feel
And
things in my body. Okay. Yes, that is all.
yeah, I think that's all.
Okay, I love these podcasts. Are a so funny time. Okay.
Yeah, I really enjoy it.
Okay.
It was cool. I like it. We should do
Okay.
it other day.
Yes, maybe. Okay.
Well, this was all, guys. I hope that you like it.
And I hope maybe we can do another podcast. With
Another
like this.
episode, yeah.
Yes.
Please watch the video.
Yes, and like, please, and subscribe, maybe, to that channel. And see you in another opportunity. Bye.
Bye.